Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Nakazawa here, and today we're going to be getting into some VTuber news. But before we do, please make sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell, and guys, I need to make Twitch partner this year, so if you're at work, leave me a lurk. All right, on to our very first piece of news. This is KSON, and KSON is an English and Japanese language VTuber. While originally independent, she is currently a member of VShojo. So why are we talking about KSON? Well, guys, something not great over the weekend happened to KSON. This is posted on KSON's manager's account on X, and it says, please spread the word. Hello, this is KSON. Sorry to bother you from your manager's account. My account has been hijacked, and I can no longer access it. I am currently in the process of making various inquiries to get my account back. Please understand that any tweets I make are not mine. So obviously not great. It seems to be a more recent occurrence that like a lot of VTubers are getting hacked for some reason. Here's what some of the people on Reddit got to say. OP says, hopefully this gets resolved quickly as the account is affiliated with the VShojo account, which is a business account. Shiharan says, seems to be happening pretty frequently lately. Abel says, what is it, crypto bros again? Zohash says, I don't think so. It looks like some Chinese ad for spicy services. Okay, on to our next piece of news. This is Aster Arcadia. Aster Arcadia is a male English virtual YouTuber affiliated with NIJISANJI 6-Wave Illunia. So why are we talking about Aster? Well, guys, Aster had some DMs leaked, and there has been an investigation that has been ongoing with Aster. And guys, it's taking a very long time. So this is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit. This is posted by Rated Xerd Steve says, well, he's cooked LOL. So this is a screenshot of Aster's YouTube channel. And Aster had his very first cooking stream set to be in December. However, the investigation has been taking a long time. We still don't have anything in regards to Aster's investigation. What's interesting is that when Selene was terminated, there was a giant laundry list of every wrongdoing Selene had done. However, this investigation must be so in-depth that it's taken at least 4 months to complete. So Aster had his cooking show scheduled for December, then rescheduled to January, then rescheduled to February. And as you can see here, it has been now rescheduled to March 31st at 8 p.m. So Aster's reasoning for the delay is that he's, quote, looking for ingredients for the cooking show. So let's take a look at what some of the people on Reddit got to say. Random Rambling says, I'm actually interested to see how long they can stretch it out. Newman says, must still be missing a couple of ingredients. Poor guy. Wolf says they can't keep running away from their problems, especially with Twisty getting more unstable and unhinged on her PL. She's gonna break soon and spill something, I bet. So yeah, for those who don't know, this is Twisty Amanozako, and Twisty Amanozako is an English virtual YouTuber affiliated with NIJISANJI EN, debuting as part of the unit Denoth. This is Twisty's alleged PL. This is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit by Panda795, says, guess who's at the AV event yesterday? NIJI Fest happened last week. So this is Twisty's alleged PL, and it says here, I personally feel that it is irresponsible to be supporting, showcasing, and marketing a spicy predator. It leaves a sour taste in my mouth, so I'll continue to complain, which is the correct thing to do, absolutely. So let's see what some of the people on Reddit are saying. Shihomi says, agreed. You're not just enabling a predator, but you're elevating them and giving them more power, and while keeping the whistleblower and possibly the biggest victim on ice. While doing this, yeah, she has every right to be pissed off and more. So that's kind of what's happening with Aster. A whole lot of nothing. We're still waiting on the results of the investigation, but Aster was at NIJI Fest. So it doesn't seem like he's really getting punished. Anyways, guys, on to our next piece of news. This next story is going to be very long, so please hold on to your butts, okay? This is PixelLink, and PixelLink is a virtual talent agency started by a team of VTuber enthusiasts. The agency's main focus is to create a space where both competitive and casual gamers are able to gather and enjoy games through the medium of VTubing. So why are we talking about PixelLink? Well, guys, it looks like another agency is gone. So this is posted on PixelLink's official account. It says, important notice, PixelLink cease of operation announcement. We would like to thank our community for its continued support since our initial debut of our talents in June of 2023. We would like to announce that we will be ceasing operations officially on March 31st, 2025. This has been a difficult decision for us to make, but unfortunately, a continuation of our operations has been determined to be difficult due to unforeseen health issues affecting the CEO of PixelLink. All PixelLink talents will be graduating as a result of this within the next 4 to 5 weeks. The following talents will continue live streaming on their current IPs after graduating from the PixelLink agencies: Kana Yanagi, Raki Kazuki, and Chiaki Kazumi. Kana Yagani's IP has been officially released as of today, and we are working with the other talents on finalizing their releases soon. The remaining PixelLink talents will be continuing their live streaming activities on their personal VTuber personas, which will all be linked in their X/Twitter account descriptions on YouTube and about sections after graduating officially from the PixelLink agency. The following is a list of graduation dates for each talent. Kana is 27th of February. Miuna is February 28th. Lottie is March 1st. Arisu is March 2nd. Chio is March 3rd. Daya is March 4th. Chiaki is March 16th. And Rocky says no exact date has been set, but we expect a graduation by the end of March 2025. Obviously, this is very sad news. It's sad when like another VTuber agency kind of bites the biscuit. So let's see what some of the people on X are saying. Pippa Pipkin says you guys had some fantastic talents. Flork says salute PixelLink. Your watch has ended. Time to rest. So here is some of the talents that's sharing what they've like to say. So this is Raki and says regarding the future of Raki Kazuki. Says as per the official company statement, my agency PixelLink will be dissolved next month. I only wish the best for all the girls and the fans during this difficult transition period. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Since debuting in June 2023, I've learned so much being a part of PixelLink's first generation. I have faced hardships and have achieved things I never thought I'd be able to accomplish in these 2 years. But there's still so much I have planned for my future. I don't want this to be the end. I want to announce that I intend to acquire my IP to continue streaming as Raki Kazuki. However, to fulfill this, I humbly must ask upon the community for your support. I'll be holding a donathon the week of March 15th for the purpose of gathering funds to purchase my IP from the company. This will be a non-company sponsored event, and I will be slightly rounding up from the IP cost to 10,000 USD in order to pay for rewards. More to come. Thank you to my trash pans, the wonderful girls, my managers, Kawa, and all the fans who supported PixelLink thus far. I promise to continue to work hard as an independent VTuber. So 10,000 USD is a lot to pony up for an IP. That kind of sucks, guys. Personally, I think that companies are in the business to make money. Usually, if a VTuber company has made a IP for someone, that's usually called cost of business, right? That is an asset you have to purchase in order to make the business. It's like, you know, opening up a hot dog stand, you have to buy hot dogs, right? When you sell a couple of hot dogs, you've already paid for the rest of the hot dogs, but for some reason, these companies are like, you know what? Let's just try and squeeze more out of these talents. I think it's not really a great practice. I feel like if a company is closing, they should just give up the IP. There's no point for an IP to sit on a shelf, especially when someone has worked so hard to make an IP. In the VTuber sphere, you fall in love with the talent, not with the drawing. So the fact that the VTubers who can't afford to pony up 10K have to essentially start from the bottom does suck. It does say in this official announcement that their indie IP will be linked to their YouTube comment section, but the likelihood of that converting is very slim. Anyways, let's see what some of the other people are saying. And this is Kana's X account. It says, important announcement, corpo graduation indie debut. Short summary, PixelLink, the VTuber company I'm in, is shutting down. I was lucky to be able to afford and buy my IP. I'm now an independent VTuber. The year might start off rough, but let's make 2025 a super fun year together. Big love, Kana. So here is AJ Shell, who is like a really good resource for the VTuber community. AJ says, regarding those who aren't keeping their IPs, Miuna is Miura, Lottie is Lazufish, Azuru is Toffee VT, Chio is Rebi Rompkin, and Daya is Maya Moraya. Please go continue to support them. So yes, if you're able to follow their indie accounts, just because these guys weren't able to afford the ridiculous price tag that their IP came with, definitely go give them some support here on their indie account. This is Zoe, and Zoe is a VTuber manager, and she's a manager for Limalicious and Rin Penrose. So Zoe is weighing in here saying, I can't believe we live in a world where a VTuber agency can close and, despite being unable to profit any further off IPs of its talents, force their talents to pay large sums of money if they wish to continue as indies under those IP. I completely agree. I think that this is very predatory that agencies can do this. I think that shelving an IP benefits no one. This feels a little bit like extortion. Honestly, it does feel a little bit like extortion. AJ says, Kana said she has to buy her IP. Oh my effing god. You goddamn effing corporate vampires ruin like based opinion, because it's so true. The fact that like they close and their one last hurrah is to just squeeze any money they can. Like they're trying to squeeze blood from a stone. I think it's really frustrating. 10,000 is a huge amount for someone to pony up. I don't have 10K. I can't imagine any of these VTubers do either. So the fact that that you have to like be forced to like go into debt to potentially buy your IP in the hopes that you're able to continue your success going forward. It's a big gamble. It's an absolutely big gamble for someone to do. This is Kofi. Kofi says, why do companies who are closing still require IP buyouts? It doesn't make sense and it feels like profiteering. Absolutely. This is Major General says, when it comes to agency closures and the subject of IP, yes, this cost a fair chunk to get the art and rigging set up. However, the talents will have essentially paid that off with their work and then some. As a very senior manager myself, I think it's a bit of a common decency to hand over the assets as a thank you to my colleagues for their hard work, particularly when the failure is on my part as a CEO. Trying to squeeze a couple extra $1,000 for the rights to an asset I can't monetize anymore. Yeah, it's gross. So let's see what some of the people on Reddit got to say. Trema says, I love VTubers, but F. I hate that this industry seemingly only has room for Hololive, Stinking Yacht LLC, and many arms of Brave Group. If you're not lucky enough to land in one of those three places, it feels like you're basically signing yourself up to have an entire career explode through no fault of your own in 18 months or less when the company runs aground. I really enjoyed PixelLink Chronicle. All of them are sweethearts with so much talent and great designs to back it up. And I now have to say goodbye to Chio and Daya and Wizu, and it effing blows. It's a gut punch every gosh darn time. Diego says, Kana in her stream just now mentioned about the company wasn't really making that much money, but with the added health issues, it was going to be hard to continue operations. And then Diego says, man, I feel really bad, especially for Kana. A girl went through 2 company implosions in almost a year. All right, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is Hyaxis. Hyaxis was an English VTuber group with 3 girls who want to shine bright despite their different personalities. So it looks like Hyaxis did disband in November 6th of 2024. So why are we talking about Hyaxis? Well, guys, Hyaxis had a talent and their name was Amiaryllis Bloo. So why are we talking about Amiaryllis Bloo? Well, guys, to give you some context here, this was posted on the virtual YouTuber subreddit 4 months ago. And this is posted by Hyaxis VTG and saying Amiaryllis Bloo passed away. Amiaryllis Bloo, a member of Hyaxis, passed away late last night due to a heart attack. The medics couldn't revive her. Hyaxis is disbanding due to being unable to access any of the accounts. And then people were obviously very upset. This person said, my condolences to her family, friends, and everyone close to her. Losing someone to heart issues is incredibly difficult. I lost my dad due to heart problems a few months ago. I know the struggle he went through is something I wouldn't wish on anyone. Knowing she made a difference in people's lives is a meaningful thing to hold on to. She is at peace now, and I hope her loved ones find comfort in the memories and joys she shared with others. Well, guys, in a move that would stun The Undertaker himself, Amiaryllis has come back from the dead. So this is posted on the virtual YouTuber subreddit, posted by a blank sexistant. It says, Amiaryllis Bloo isn't dead and she has survived her heart attack. So we're going to look at this video. Let's take a listen.
Well, this is awkward. You may know me as the girl that died back in November, or something like that. Let me explain. So, I had a heart attack, that is true. My friends probably did think that I was dead. I don't think that they lied on purpose. They probably did think I was dead. I was revived in the ambulance and taken to hospital. I have made a pretty full recovery, other than the paralysis that's still there. That was from before this, though. I asked the hospital not to contact anyone because I just wanted a fresh start with everything, to be honest. I just wanted to move away from the city and start new, you know? And it's been going pretty well for me. Yeah, like I said, I don't think that they were lying intentionally. Will I come back? I don't know. It depends, because honestly, I don't know if I can deal with this. It depends on, I guess, how this video goes and whether you guys want me back. I'm really sorry for hurting the people that I hurt, even though I had no idea this was happening. I've been pretty much off the grid for my entire since then, really. I've just been focusing on building my new life up. I have a job and a boyfriend and everything. I just thought I'd let you guys know that I'm still here. Whether I'll come back or not, we'll have to see.
This is posted on Amiaryllis' YouTube account under We Need to Talk. So it looks like she did actually have a heart attack. She was revived in an ambulance But when she recovered, she just decided to kind of start a new life. Looks like that's what happened. So let's see what some of the people on Reddit got to say here. Tiwango says, thank goodness, glad she's all right. Chad says, wonderful news. I do hope she won't push herself because of the fact she went viral. Adventurous Warp says, I've seen people return from graduation, termination, and from jail, but in my whole life, I have never seen someone return from death. I am that guy says, wasn't there an official announcement about her death and everything? And then Aja says, yes, it was. It does seem like she chose to use the hospital stay as an escape from her online persona, but after she stepped away, she went viral because of the YouTube video. It kind of backfired on her. She obviously couldn't have anticipated that happening. To be brutally honest, the situation was not handled very well. I struggle to criticize because she is young and experienced a very traumatic situation, and I'm happy she is alive wherever she is. However, this could have been done in a way that had very much less negative impact on her agency, her friends, and fans. Simply handing over control of the agency and her accounts to a trusted associate with a statement that she's stepping away for medical reasons would have sufficed, and I'm sure that choice would have been respected. Now there is so much confusion and uncertainty and finger pointing. But again, I'm not in her shoes at the end of the day, and I'm glad to hear she is alive and happy. Anyways, guys, the reason why I don't cover death in the Newsy News is, one, obviously, being dead is a bit of a bummer. Two, I don't want to monetize on someone's death. And three, it is very hard to verify whether or not that person is who they said they were. But there's a lot of question marks when it comes to this situation. Obviously, the main takeaway is that we're happy that she's healthy. So this is a very shocking and confusing story. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this situation? All right, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is NIJISANJI. And NIJISANJI is an agency of primarily 2D virtual YouTubers who are also known as virtual livers. So why are we talking about NIJISANJI? Well, guys, NIJISANJI has found a new wave of victims. So this is posted on NIJISANJI EN's official X, and it says, some exciting news was announced at NIJI Fest today in case you missed it. So here is a trailer. Obviously, I'm not going to be playing the trailer, but they have announced a new wave of all men, and it looks like there's 4 of them. This is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit, posted by Mr. Shadow Hero, saying there's a new NIJI EN gen coming soon. Full male wave. So OP says, well, these ones know full well what they're getting into. I wish them the best or something. At least they'll be safe from Aster's advances, which is terrible. Eastad says, even after everything that's happened in 1 year, some still want to join NIJISANJI EN. They must be really desperate for exposure, views, and resources that agency gives to livers. If they're all male livers, they can get by. Aaron says, more talents for the meat grinder and to fund the yacht. So yeah, it's a little bit hard to feel sympathetic towards this, considering the company has a very bad reputation. So the fact that these 4 felt the need that they're like, we really need to get into NIJI. It's kind of mind-boggling at this point, the fact that anyone still auditions for NIJISANJI, considering the workplace hostility that you will see there, considering you're not the same person when you go out than when you came in, you know? So the fact that people are still auditioning, I mean, everybody wants the dream, right? Everybody wants a dream. You can't fault them for that. We don't have a date for when these guys will be coming, but this is the new wave of fodder for the canon that is NIJISANJI EN. Okay, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is MikeNeko, and MikeNeko is an independent Japanese VTuber who streams primarily on YouTube. MikeNeko has had a lot of alternate personas within a lot of other agencies within this community, but her independent persona is where she's currently parked. So why are we talking about MikeNeko? Well, guys, MikeNeko has a good announcement. This is posted on MikeNeko's X account saying, what do you think? Does it suit me? I like it. So this is MikeNeko's new design here with a little bit short hair. And then she also has a long hair option as well. And then this is posted by the artist who did MikeNeko's new art. This is Rukako saying, MikeNeko-san, I was in charge of the new model. After much discussion, we created this fluffy cat. There are many differences, so I hope you will take a look at them in motion. So this looks like the character sheet of MikeNeko's new model, which is pretty cute. So, I mean, lover or hater, she's got a reputation in this community, but the artist did a very good job and is pretty cute. So congratulations, MikeNeko, on your new art. It looks awesome. All right, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is FLUFFENFOX, and FLUFFENFOX is a female English virtual YouTuber. Why are we talking about FLUFFENFOX? Well, guys, FLUFFENFOX has released a statement on her X account, and it says, after reaching my breaking point recently, despite making progress and getting better, and having my first panic attack today, retching aggressively LOL over stress, bad memories, and overall corporal effery in the VTuber sphere, I have decided to semi-retire FLUFFENFOX, and it is very hard for me to see any of it in a good light. It's been on and off because it's not easy to let go. I am not okay. I don't feel good with it right now, so I'm partially stepping away from it. I will focus on my Patreon, maybe occasionally pop in for chatting, ASMR, or event streams, and make cute and or silly videos and such, but that's it. I will also finish up what I had going and do so realistically. I no longer want to be a traditional career branded VTuber, as I simply cannot fit that mold or keep up. I do not know how much longer FLUFFENFOX will be around or if it will ever fully return, but that is a compromise I have found for the time being. If you're interested in me as a person, I've made a second account. It is entirely unrelated, personal IRL hobby account that is detached from everything. I want to mingle among friends and people who enjoy the same things purely for fun and see where that leads me. That way I can focus on healing and what makes me happy. Being entirely myself and not particularly trying to be entertaining or abiding by any rules, drawing my favorite things and playing my favorite games. Building something I can be at peace with. I will still be around, but I am taking a step back to distance myself from it all. And this is the new handle here. And it says, if you love anime, video games, Monster Hunter, Pokemon, RPG/fantasy furries, MLP, cute girls, art, and that sort of thing. I'm into a lot of stuff, to be fair. Feel free to DM me or follow me over there. So it looks like she is semi-retiring and she's moving over to her IRL personal account. And if you are a fan of FLUFFENFOX, you can follow her over at that new account. Okay, guys, that's it. That's the end of the VTuber news. However, I do have someone for the VTuber Spotlight. This is KYOHEI Tecma, and KYOHEI Tecma is a professional dummy, rhymer, and goober. KYOHEI Tecma also is a Nexus alumni. So this is KYOHEI Tecma on X. This is KYOHEI Tecma on Twitch, and then this is just a cool clip. Let's take a listen.
That mind state, dude. I was in the zone. I was in the zone. Auto zone, dude.
It's in the auto zone. Anyways, okay, this is KYOHEI, and go check out KYOHEI on Twitch and on X. All right, guys, and that's it. That's the end of the VTuber news. Thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. If you want to, please help me with my goal of becoming Twitch partner. Please head over to Twitch and leave me a lurk if you can. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day. Take care. Mwah! Bye-bye. Guys, this is the end for me. It's the end for... Or is it? Somebody call an ambulance, but not for me. Okay, there we go. That's right. Okay, now it's critical. I kill this guy. Oh! Okay, all right. He's exploding from ass backwards. Yes. Ah, yeah. Oh, I got another heart. What is this thing? What is that?